I've been living with a bunch of different vision issues for a little over 6 years now, and I'd be lying if I said that they don't bother me every single day and that they don't cause me a fair amount of depression and stress and anxiety. But the thing is, it's all about perspective. And I had met a man about a year ago through a friend, and this man is completely blind. He lost his vision. I'm not exactly sure when. I don't remember. It was well over 15, probably closer to 20 years ago. He was working at a construction site, and a steel beam snapped and lacerated both of his eyes and lost complete vision in both of his eyes. Yet he is one of the most optimistic people I've ever met. And he does a lot of things that probably not a lot of people with normal vision can do. So he owns a bunch of land, and he builds things, works on things. He shoots guns. I'm not sure how. He says he drives around on the land. He plays on a visually impaired ice hockey team and does quite well from what I've heard, and actually is the only person on that team who has total vision loss. This man is true, just inspiration to me. And when I get down about my issues, just thinking about him kind of helps me keep going, because I'm sure he would give anything to trade places with me. Granted, I have a ton of vision issues, and my vision's very distorted and very difficult to deal with, but I could not imagine being without any sight at all. That's got to be extremely difficult. Yeah, this man lives a seemingly happy and fulfilling life, and if he can do it, there's no reason that I should not be able to do it. So the whole point of this video is about perspective. You might be going through something, and it could feel like the worst thing in the world, and it might feel that way to you, and that's not to say that your feelings are not valid, but there could be somebody else who maybe objectively has worse issues, yet they're thriving, and they're happy, and they're doing amazing. So, for example, when I first started developing these vision issues, I only had developed maybe a few at a time, and they were very mild. And I was thinking, wow, how am I going to live the rest of my life like this? This is the worst thing in the world. Yet, if I had just had only those issues to that level, knowing that what I know now, I would be extremely happy, because I kept developing more vision issues, and the vision issues I had got progressively worse. So my perspective has changed a lot. So if I, for some reason, had lost complete and total vision, I'm sure I would be just like thinking, wow, why was I not happier while I was dealing with all the current vision issues that I'm dealing with? Because at least I had some vision, although it was very distorted and still very hard to see things. So perspective and mind shift is a very important thing, especially for things that you have no real control over. It's huge, and it's something that I am trying to remember more. And anybody who's watching this video, just know that you may not be able to control your health issues or a lot of negative things in your life, but you can control the way that you perceive them and deal with them. And that is huge, because you don't want to let these things define you, and it can be very difficult not to. But something I still struggle with is acceptance of this and not letting it bother me as much as it does. But knowing that there are people, again, who are probably dealing with even more difficult things than this, does give me some strength and some hope, and that I can eventually thrive again and accept this and live a happy and fulfilling life. So that is all I got for today. Until next time, stay strong, warriors.